Hello there, all you beautiful paisanos of the internet, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, your boy here, the Super HazukiWarrior921 of the Super Show. I'm just joking. Yeah, I'm hoping you know what I'm referencing, because today we're talking about the Super Mario Bros. Movie by Illumination, the most recent one. And gosh darn it, I need to make more movie reviews, don't I? Going out of the theater, I wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna make a movie review of this. No, this is like a couple days after I saw it. I saw it opening night on April 7th. It was fun. And there's a lot I want to say in this video. I don't know if I'm gonna remember to put this in the title or not, but there will be spoilers in this video, but they're not. I'm gonna try to do like a little 5-10 minute section in the beginning without spoilers, and then talk about the rest of it with spoilers. So if you want to keep watching to a certain point, that's okay. I'll let you know, like, hey, this is spoiler time. I'll do this with my hands. I'll be like, spoiler time, guys, spoiler time. You know, or maybe I'll put like a little Mario on my shoulder or something if I can. Oh, God, where's my? I have a ton of Mario stuff. I really do. I mean, look at my shirt. This is the only Mario shirt I really have. But I do love the series. I do love Nintendo stuff in general and Sega stuff in general. I've said that constantly as I wear my Sega Gaga hat. But no, I really do. And me being a big fan of Sonic, I have always loved Mario. I grew up with the games. The first, I said this in my Nintendo 64 video, the first Super Mario game I've ever seen in my life, the first 3D game I've ever seen in my life was Super Mario 64 at a friend's house. I loved it, I played it. Shortly after that, I got Super Mario World on the Game Boy Advance, and then that was summer of 2002, and then Christmas of 2002, I had the beautiful Super Mario Sunshine. And I loved it. It's not an easy game, but it's really grown on me. I'm very close to 100%ing it. I have almost 90 shine sprites in the game. But yeah, it is fun. It is a great game. I love it. I really do. Okay, so let's get into it. This Super Mario Bros. Movie. And personally, one last thing I'm starting to bring into it. My favorite Mario game, I think, is Odyssey. I love Odyssey. I love all the ones I played. They're all great in Galaxy and World. And 3 even. And Yoshi's Island's really good too. But I think Odyssey is my absolute favorite. I do. And Sunshine and 64, obviously. But I do love Odyssey. Odyssey is mwah. Mwah. It is like the perfect Mario experience, in my opinion. For a Super Mario 3D adventure game, yes, it is the perfect one. And then Luigi's Mansion. I love all 3 of them. I've played all 3 of them. I've beaten all 3 of them. I love them all. I've only beaten Mario Odyssey, Mario 3D World once a while ago, and the original game, I think on the original NES, or is it the Wii U version? The Wii U port, I mean. I don't know. The first Mario Bros. Game, I beat those ones. And and Sunshine. Did I ever say Sunshine? I beat Sunshine. I think that's it so far. I haven't beaten 64 or Galaxy yet. Or 64 DS. Okay, sorry about being sidetracked. Okay, so we went to go see it Friday night. I took my kids, she loved it, and my wife, or fiance, we all loved it. It was fun. It was like the perfect video game movie. Well, I keep telling people that this is like the best of the best we have so far, but I keep forgetting about Detective Pikachu, and that movie's really good too. I think Detective Pikachu's a lot of fun, but Detective Pikachu is a little bit too adult at times, and that's not really a bad thing. In fact, the movie kind of needed it for what it is. And I was hoping this movie would go that direction, but it didn't. It's very universally family friendly, but it's very perfectly close to the source material. And that's what I mean by it's the best of the best of a video game adaptation movie. It might be this one, because it's so at home with Super Mario, like the video game series. It really is. It's perfect. It's just in every way. I thought it was great. I thought it was fun. There's so much to talk about for this movie. I don't want to say too much without spoiling it. But it was a great movie. I loved the animation. I loved it. This is definitely Illumination's best work, and I'm surprised of how much they actually won me over. I'm not really a big fan of their stuff, but I'm not really a big hater either. I only like a few of their things, but the Illumination movies I do like. I really generally like them. Like Despicable Me 1 and 2, and I kind of generally like Secret Life of Pets 1 and 2. That's all I've seen though. I haven't seen Despicable Me 3 yet. I haven't seen any of the Minions. I'm not going to watch the Minions. But I might watch The Rise of Gru, because I heard mixed things about it. I heard people actually generally like that one, so I might check it out. But I don't really care much for their other stuff. This one is definitely their best work. Hands down, absolutely. And I don't think everybody that's watching this saw that Nintendo Direct a while back, but there's a Nintendo Direct where the Illumination studio and team went on to the Nintendo Direct and expressed of how much they loved Mario. And I think it was the director or like lead, like the chairman of Illumination was like, the people working on this movie are genuine Super Mario fans. You know, it's like, you know, we have like people who played all the games working on this movie. They're working day and night, painstakingly. I mean, he didn't say painstakingly, but he was saying they're working day and night, working really, really well on the animation. All that was true, 100%. His words were 100% true. And I'm surprised to even see and know and appreciate and have that be real. It is incredible. He was right, 100%. Yes, and the movie shows the animation is beautiful. There's a ton of beautiful little like love. This movie is a giant love letter to Nintendo and to the Super Mario series. It is to all the games from the 80s till now. I'm not even kidding. In case you haven't seen it yet, it is a huge love letter. You can know the most obscure Mario fact ever, and it'll be in this movie. We have a spoiler warning. It's a tiny one, so it mostly has to do with expectations. It's something that's not really in the movie, so it's kind of like a reverse spoiler, I guess. It's not really a spoiler. The only fun thing that this movie didn't have was there's no Wario and there's no Waluigi. That's really it. I'm guessing they're going to be saved for. I'm pretty sure they're going to show up probably in the second one. They probably will. But yeah, they didn't show up in this one. I really hope Waluigi does get a big screen debut. There is one character in the movie that it's kind of a spoiler saying who it is, but this character was mentioned in a talk show before the movie was even out, so it kind of isn't spoiler. So I'm just gonna say who it is. It's this one character who's actually Mario and Luigi's old boss, Spike from Wrecking Crew. I knew he was gonna be in the movie, and he is, and it's very kind of awesome and interesting to see him have like a quote unquote modern like 3D CJ Mario like redesign. It's like, okay, cool, he's in this movie. Now I want to go and actually play the game. I want to get it. Along with, I don't own Donkey Kong yet, the original. I gotta get that game. But yeah, Donkey Kong was fun. He's probably my favorite character. Seth Rogen was great as him. The voice acting, a lot of reviews have been saying this, and I agree with most of them, most of what they're saying. The voice acting was so good and natural. The trailers did not do the voice acting justice. I'm guessing they used like earlier takes, or just most of the voice clips they used in the trailers were cut from the final film. But yeah, the voice acting was very natural. I felt like every character was just talking and speaking to each other instead of like, acting. Chris Pratt was pretty good as Mario. Charlie Day was great as Luigi. And Charles Martinet does appear. It's sorry for the spoiler, but it's like a beautiful little fun cameo. I'm hoping the character that he cameoed as has a bit of a longer scene in like the next Mario movie. I'm hoping that he and Mario have like a one-on-one moment. They did in this one, but it was very short. But I'm hoping they have like another one in like the second or third one that's like a little bit longer. So I'm hoping for that. It's ending with Luigi. I'm hoping Luigi and Mario have another one-on-one moment with him, with the Charles Martinet character. I really, really, really hope that happens. Because I love it when like a story or product gets like emotional and like it has like a deep emotional moment. Obviously, but yeah, this movie had a bit of that, and I was hoping. Oh my god, it's hard talking about stuff without spoiling it for me. It really is. But yeah, I'll talk about that later. But the music was fantastic. It was, and that's technically a spoiler too about the music. So yeah, okay, all right, fine. There's gonna be spoilers now, right? Spoilers. You ready? Here you go. Spoilers. Okay, so first of all, the movie opens up with the first trailer with Bowser's ship, which is cool to see that. Jack Black was great as Bowser. Charlie Day was great as Luigi. I forgot who played Peach. I think it was Anna and something, but she was great too. Seth Rogen was awesome as Donkey Kong. He was my favorite character in this movie. So was Luigi, Donkey Kong, and even surprisingly Mario. Mario as a character, personality-wise, was great in this film. We finally have Mario showing who he is in something, and I freaking love it. I loved it. Besides the Super Show, which I do like the Super Mario Super Show, but I don't love it. It doesn't hold up that well. It's not very fun for me to watch. I much prefer watching the likes of Adventures of Sonic or something. But this movie, I want to watch this movie over and over and over and over and over again. I have not felt this way about a movie for a long time. I can't remember the last time I watched a movie that I loved, that I wanted to see over and over and over again. Besides maybe like The Incredibles or something, like like some kind of like really good Pixar movie. But just because this movie is so much fun as like an eye candy flick, and all the references and just the color palette and just the way it moves and animates, and it's just so Nintendo. Illumination, thank you so much, and Nintendo, thank you so much for making this movie. It was great. I love the intro. We saw Mario and Luigi come out the screen. They were like an 8-bit with the Nintendo logo. That was great too. And now I gotta talk about the music. The music was like a giant, beautiful medley love letter to the Super Mario franchise. You got iconic themes from the first game to the second, the third, the World to 64 to everything. Everything is in there, except for maybe Sunshine. I don't think there's any songs from Sunshine in there yet, but everything else pretty much. Even Galaxy got some love in the credits. They played the Mario Galaxy Overture like briefly. It was awesome. I love the score. I've been listening to it non-stop since I saw the movie. I don't usually do that with movie scores. Usually I do listen to some, but this one I'm like addicted, obsessed with this movie after seeing it. Wow, it blew me away a little bit, but not really. I don't, as a story-driven film. Sorry for fixing my. Sorry for that. It's not really it doesn't really deserve an Oscar for its story, but I feel like it should be nominated for Best Animation, debatably Best Music, debatably Best Voice Acting in Animated Film for the year, for Best Humor for a Family Film. Yes, so far, yes. This is one of the funniest family-friendly movies I've seen outside of Disney for a long time. Illumination sometimes good with that. I feel like they were really good with that with the Despicable Me movies. Sorry. And they were really good with this one too. This one was just a genuinely universally funny movie. I loved Peaches. The Peaches scene with Bowser. I think everybody did. My little girl is obsessed with that moment. She keeps mentioning it. We keep listening to the song. It's so funny. She loved it, and I want to show her the movie again. We saw it twice so far, so you know we did. I've seen it twice so far at least. But yeah, and I'm gonna see it for the third time for sure when I can. But it was a fun movie. It was. And there's not much I didn't like. I loved most of all of it. I loved seeing the Mario and Luigi stuff. That was so well done and well written. Seeing them being like really close as brothers. The only games we really see Mario and Luigi love each other as like brothers. Really are just the Luigi Mansion games, and it's through Luigi's perspective. Whenever we see a game through Mario's perspective, Luigi's kind of like the putz, I guess. Sorry for cursing a little bit, but he's kind of like the bitch, I guess. Or Mario doesn't really seem to care for him too much. But this movie was like, I almost got a little teary-eyed. I did. Not really. I was this close to crying a little bit in the war pipe scene, a little bit, because it was so like, oh my god, like wow. And that's unfortunately one of my biggest problems with the movie and one of its weaknesses, which man, they shouldn't have done it, but they did. Was Luigi has his own adventure, kind of. He's in prison for most of it. It's Mario, Peach, and Toad who are like the heroes in this film, and you were this close because like you could have the Mario 2 cast. You could have Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Toad. Oh man, but it's okay though. It really is. I'm hoping for the sequel. The sequel's probably gonna be more about Mario and Luigi. I'm for sure it will be. Trying to save Peach this time, but. I don't know, we didn't really need a kidnap story. Bowser, what he was doing was enough. Oh, that was another huge surprise, was the star. That was awesome. And that was my favorite scene in the movie probably, was the climax. And I don't want to say too much about that yet, because, but I already told you guys new spoilers now, so I guess I can. But yeah, I guess I will. Okay, fine, I will. The Starman scene was incredible. I fucking loved that. That was my favorite scene in the whole movie, was the fight scene with Mario, Bowser. That was just great. That was beautiful. That was great. Originally, I thought they were going to do, like, the Paper Mario stuff. I thought Bowser was going to get, like, the 7 stars. I didn't know that Luigi was going to be, like, imprisoned on most of it. I didn't know that's going to happen. I thought he and Mario were going to be a part of the big adventure. But no, instead it was him and Peach, and that Mario and Peach, which is fine. But yeah, man, wow, that was an awesome ending. I loved... I thought it was cool that Donkey Kong and Bowser fought for a bit too. I thought that was cool. I love that Donkey Kong was more of like a character in this movie, standing with Peach. That they were just, that they were like, actually like, characters that spoke and like did stuff and kicked ass, and it was cool. It was really cool. The Mario Kart moment, the Mario Kart stuff was great. I do want to briefly talk about the pacing. For me, the pacing wasn't that big of an issue, and not really. But I would have liked it if the movie was like if the movie was just 5 minutes, just 5 minutes longer. If they just, if the studio had 5 minutes to like make the movie, I think the pacing would have been a little bit better. It bothered my fiance. That was really her biggest gripe, was she just wasn't a fan of how fast it was. But I guess they had to do it that way for it to be 90 minutes. But they could have made it, I think, at least 100 or so minutes. Like, I think it would have been fine. But it's whatever. Or if you just made that dog scene in the beginning of the movie a bit shorter. okay, that was like, okay, this was more like Illumination's like territory, definitely. But who cares about that? That scene was still fun. I didn't mind the dog scene in the beginning of the movie when Mario and Luigi went to go fix, the sink. It worked. It did. It was fine. And them being from Brooklyn, that bothered me at first. I was like, we're doing this, okay, but then at the end of the film, when you had like the Mushroom Kingdom and Brooklyn kind of like collide, it was like, okay, so maybe this could be canon to the games. Okay, I don't mind this too much. Speaking of that, there are a couple moments. There's a couple things about this movie that generally bother me. These are sort of just nitpicks, not really criticisms towards the movie itself or towards like the. Not really, and I don't really want to like shit on the movie. I'm not going to do that. No, but like. Everybody, nothing is truly perfect. Everybody has problems with something, even things they love. Even my favorite movie of all time, my favorite movies of all time are not perfect. Like Akira, Spirited Away. Well, Spirited Away, there isn't much to complain about. That movie's a fucking masterpiece. But this movie, the Mario Bros. Movie, there are two things about Mario that was like, what? Like I was kind of like, what about? One, the mushroom thing. Why does the dude that's known for using mushrooms hate mushrooms? What? Why? Like that was so weird to me. Like Mario does like mushrooms? What? That was kind of off to me. It's not, like I said, it's not a big thing. It's not at all. In fact, there's a chance that he will like change his taste for mushrooms by the second movie. Probably. It probably won't be mentioned in the second movie. He's probably just gonna use the power-ups, not even think about how they taste. That's my guess. I don't know. But in that same scene, Luigi was like, I love mushrooms, Mom, bring them out. Oh, Mario, the Mario Brothers family. That was awesome. Seeing them have an actual family, I was like, holy crap, that's really, really cool. They have a family? Wow. Maybe they'll show up in the games. Maybe. I don't know. Probably not, but they might. They might sooner actually show up in the Mario games. I don't know. There are fan theories that Mario's dad's actually Jumpman, but this movie kind of like debunks that, which for, obvious reasons. Nintendo's not going to make Mario's dad a freaking gorilla abuser. No, they're not going to do all that. No, that doesn't make any, no, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that, especially for a family film. No. But, yeah, that's interesting. What else was I going to say about that? Oh, before that, when the beginning of the movie, when we saw the Mario Brothers commercial, and they had the Mario capes, that was a nice touch too. And they did the accents, and then we had Charles Martinet talk to Mario. That was a great moment. I wanted more of that little scene though. That's what I'm talking about. I'm hoping we get a scene between Charles Martinet's character, which I'm hoping is just named Charles. Just call him Charles. That'd be great. And Mario and Luigi, and they talk to him a little bit, for like a minute or 1 or 2 minutes in the next one. I would love that. They should absolutely do that. And then when Luigi's phone rang, it was the GameCube intro. I was like, oh my god, I fucking love that. Because, sorry, I am a big GameCube fan. I love the GameCube. The GameCube was like my first true console that was relevant of its generation I grew up with. Before that, it was a Genesis, but I love the GameCube. I was geeking out. I was nerding out. I was like, the GameCube intro. They got the GameCube intro. Hell yeah. Thank you for doing that, Nintendo. That was so great. I love that. So it was so funny that was Luigi's phone too, because of Luigi's Mansion, which they did Luigi's Mansion reference. I love that. The music and the flash are like, oh, I loved that. I loved that. That was great. Oh my god. See, Sonic movie. Take fucking notes. Please do musical cues like that for Sonic. Please. Not to shit on those movies. I think the Sonic movies are decent. They're not. Here's the thing with Sonic and Mario. The movies are like, to me, are kind of like a reflection of like what the game franchises are like. They're both very different and very unique and very much just doing their own thing. Yes, I'm not a fan of Sonic being a live-action movie franchise. I want it to be what Mario did. This is what I wanted for Sonic. But those movies are still pretty fun and kind of awesome in their own way. They're still made by people who care about Sonic. And that matters. It does. I'm not a big fan of those movies, but I still like them to a certain degree. I still respect them. I still think the people that made them deserve all the positive praise they get because they genuinely care about Sonic. I'm okay with that. And they're doing what they want for their vision to their best ability. I'm fine with that. But this to me is beautiful. This is what I wanted for a Mario movie, and I'm hoping one day we get something like this for a Sonic movie. A CGI cartoon reboot for Sonic one day. I'm hoping it happens. I really do. I like the live-action Sonic movies, but I would love a full-on animated one. Hopefully it happens. Okay, sorry, side note over, I digress. Let's continue to talk about this Super Mario Bros. Movie. But yeah, the GameCube theme was awesome, and then seeing Mario's family was great. And then this next part, after he talked to his mom and dad and he went up to the room, Mario's playing Nintendo. That's cute. Wait. Why is Mario playing a Nintendo? That really bothered me too. It was I didn't really think about it too much at first, but I was like, wait a minute, that's weird. He's a Nintendo character. Why is he playing a Nintendo? Why is he playing Kid Icarus? Why is he playing an NES? Like what? Okay, if NESs exist in this world, but so do smartphones, and we're hearing 80s music, what is going on? Like, I guess you're not supposed to think too hard about it, which is very true for Mario. But you're using real world stuff. 80s music, you know, like, yeah, that's everywhere. Smartphones, NESs, those things actually exist in our reality. Floating blocks and power-ups and some of that don't. So it's like, wait, yeah, that's stuff I even think too hard on, because like, well, hold up. Why is Mario playing a Nintendo? What is the Mario Brothers games in this universe? Does he even have a game series? It makes no sense to me. It was a weird little thing. That's one thing with the Sonic movies I actually do appreciate and like. That Sonic, there's no Genesis or Sega stuff, anything like that, because it wasn't needed. It wasn't necessary. We didn't need Mario playing a Nintendo, but at the same time though, I do appreciate that because it's relatable. If my mom or dad or someone I cared about says something shit about me, I want some time to get my mind off it too and play a video game. Okay, yeah, I understand that. Okay, that is relatable. That is relatable. I totally get it. Or say something like that, like, oh, you know, I think what you're doing is a waste of time, or something that, you know, something that would bother me, which is a relatable thing. I'm pretty sure a lot of us have gone through a moment like that with our parents or someone, or a sibling or a friend or something. Someone says something off. They didn't mean to hurt our feelings, but they did by accident, and so we want to go off and get our minds off and play a video game or play on our phone or something. I'm pretty sure most of us can relate with a moment like that in our lives. It happens to the best of us. I'm guilty of it too. I've done the people who I care for. That I didn't mean to do it too. Vice versa. Whatever. Right. So yeah, I get it. And you know, and I always appreciate when a movie or a show, you know, shows a character playing a video game. It's like, okay, yeah, because I can personally relate with that. Fine. Whatever. But it was weird that Mario's playing a Nintendo game, right? Am I the only one that's weirded out by that? I don't know. I don't think so. Okay, so I'm not sure that there's I'm not sure if there's much else I want to say. I guess I'll talk about my favorite character. I already said Donkey Kong. Seth Rogen, Donkey Kong's my favorite character. My favorite scene was definitely the badass Starman scene. That was great. Like I said, I didn't know that's what they're going to do with the star. I thought they were going to do the Paper Mario, like the 7 world stars thing. That would be really cool too. Maybe one day we'll get a movie like that. But that was freaking awesome. The movie went like all Dragon Ball Z. I was like, this is cool, man. Like the action scene when Mario and Luigi got the power. It was cool. It was cool. That's one of my favorite scenes for sure. But I want to talk about like the funny stuff too. Some of my favorite funny scenes. Well, let me think. Every scene with Luigi I loved. The Luma in the prison was funny. Pretty much a sadistic Luma. I'm like, that's really unique and creative. Okay, all right, yeah, all right. I'm totally buying that. That is pretty funny. I mean, you can't deny it. The fucking Peaches scene. Oh my god, that was great. Peaches. That was great. And I love that Jack Black is like pretty much advertising the whole movie now. It's wild. He's doing all the advertising for it. I think that's pretty great. Yeah, I don't know what else I'm gonna mention. It didn't bother me that much that Mario had a train, but it also kind of did, because early in the movie when he's in Brooklyn, you can see Mario is capable of being athletic and getting around. You know, when they're trying to race to the house when the car wasn't working. So it was kind of weird to me that he didn't get it. It took him so many tries to like get it down. It was kind of weird to me that like he and that Peach was like, yeah, I got it down the first day. That bothered me a little bit. I liked Peach a lot. I think she was great in this movie, but it kind of bothered me that she was like, yeah, I kicked ass the first day. Because I would have liked it more if she was like, it took me a little while to get it, not as long as you. It took me like a couple days, but yeah, you know. I don't know, it's kind of the same thing though, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. It's not. But she was great too. Yeah, oh, and what's his name? The wizard character. Kremlin, I think? Now, I'm not sure how many of you out there are familiar with this, but in the games, he's basically Bowser's dad. He raised him. It's his canon because in Yoshi's Island, you see him get Bowser. He's taking care of him. So, in this movie universe, I'm wondering, is he still like his father figure? Because Bowser treats him like crap. He does too in the games a little bit, but wow, like, jeez, he's really mean to him in this. So I don't know. He's more like his buddy in this rather than like his father. So I don't know anything about that. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, and this is really weird. So like I said, for me personally, and I'll get into why. So like I said, I really appreciated like the brotherly bond Mario and Luigi had in this movie. I thought it was a lot of fun. I thought it was really beautiful and deep. And it really enough reminded me of my favorite movie, Akira, with Kanda and Tetsuo. But their brotherly relationship is like the complete opposite. It's like toxic. At least through Tetsuo's perspective, it is. Kanda generally cared about him. But it's funny because both those movies show like a flashback scene of like them being kids at like a playground. And I just thought that was interesting. It's like, yeah, but it's like kind of different. And both those movies have like both the brothers separated and they reunite later. But like it's kind of weird because I think it's the only other movie I've seen that has to do with like brotherly quote unquote love, or at least for brotherly care. That I generally enjoyed. What was Akira? At least through Kanda's perspective, it was like that. But yeah, at least Luigi didn't go all crazy trying to kill Mario or anything. Or get like super strong and trying to kill him. No, hell no, never ever. They're like that. But yeah, I've been watching way too many Game Theory, haven't I? In case you couldn't tell. I don't know, I generally agree with most of what Matt says about that stuff, but it's just a theory. A game theory, right? As he says all the time. It's true though, it's all meant to be like theorized. It's not like meant to be taken that seriously, so. But yeah, I generally love the Mario movie. It was fun. Thank you, Illumination, for making this movie. It was great. I want Mario movie 2, for sure, absolutely. And, oh yeah, one more thing about the movie that kind of bothered me. Cranky Kong being a king. That was really weird, right? Cranky Kong's not supposed to be a king, but they had to do that to have it make sense for the different kingdoms. Okay, it did make sense. I thought, Toad was great. Toad was great in this movie. He was a lot of fun. Or at least the main Toad, I should say, the Mario's friend Toad. He might low key be the best character, because yeah, he kind of was actually. He was pretty cool. He was. Yeah, I don't know what else to complain or to really say. I don't want to okay, hey, if you watch this whole video, if you heard all my spoilers and you're looking forward to this movie, continue to look forward to it. I don't want to ruin it for you. Like I said, this movie has more positives than the negatives. I think anybody who saw it can definitely say that. Even if you personally don't like the movie, for your reasons, I'm hoping that you're willing to admit that this movie generally had more to like than not to like. Even though for you, my person, that have liked it, does that make sense? I don't know. It's okay. It's okay if you're like, hey, I hate this movie sucks for me, and it didn't do it for me. I'm hoping at the same time, though, you can kind of understand and realize how this movie has more positives than negatives. Especially if you're a big fan of Mario, you're going to love it. And I have no idea what's going on with the critics. They must be trolling. Because I was watching the Ackman's video and he showed us one critic review. I was like, there's no way this guy's being serious about this movie being worse than the 93 movie. That's bullshit. No fucking way. No. You can't tell me. Are you seriously telling me that those Rotten Tomatoes critics none of them have ever played a Mario game? That's such bullshit. You can't tell me that none of those critics are familiar with the series. No, I would believe you if a few of them weren't. But there's no way that like none of those reviewers. There's my cat. Hey, Charlie, say hi to the audience. There's no way that that all of those movie reviewers haven't played the games or are fans of it. There's just no way. I just don't buy that. I'm sorry. That's such bullshit. That is such crap. Like, who cares about other people's opinions? You should always enjoy something for yourself. You always should. And somebody who I know at work, at my job, I'm not gonna say the name. He used to be a big fan of One Piece, and then he kind of stopped loving it and caring for it. He kind of like grew out of the series. I still love One Piece. One Piece is my favorite thing ever. He told me, he's like, just because I don't like it doesn't mean that you shouldn't like it. You keep loving it for your reasons. It's fine. And I said, yeah, we both respect each other's opinions, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, just because you disagree with somebody, as long as you consider them a friend or a peer, you should always respect their opinion, right? And vice versa. I respect yours, respect mine. Okay, let's move on. My opinion isn't fact. It's my opinion, So, same thing with you. It's not a fact. I love the movie. I think a lot of people did, but that's okay. If you like it, that's totally fine. Not a big deal. If you did not like it, that's totally okay. But I think it's pretty shitty if you're gonna bash on it and go on saying that virtual movies are better. What? No. By that point, you gotta be trolling. You've gotta be trolling. Oh my god. Holy shit. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Go see if you haven't seen it yet. I want to talk a little bit about what I want Illumination to do next. Also, the Mario Kart scene. The Mario Kart Rainbow Road moment was great. And the Tanuki scene was great. And seeing Fire Donkey Kong was really cool. I'm hoping that's going to be a thing in the games now. And, yeah. The Starman scene was great. The ending was great. All of it was just great. The Yoshi scene was like, what? Why? What? It was cute, but why? Because we saw Yoshi. Okay. Sorry, I'm jumping right now. I thought that was interesting how like that one blue Yoshi stopped and looked at Mario and he kept running in the background. What if Yoshi's Island is canon to this movie? I don't know. They might touch on that. They might touch on that. Maybe that's why Yoshi was teased. Maybe they're gonna go to the territory being like, yeah, by the way, Yoshi. This isn't Mario Luigi's first time being here. The Yoshis actually did take care of him because I don't know. There might be some merit to that. Hopefully there is. Hopefully Mario's parents touch on that. Be like, yeah, actually, you guys used to be here before. There's these Yoshis, and who knows? That might happen. I don't know. I'm just headcanoning. But headcanoning, but that'd be so great if they go in that direction. It really would be. If they're like, yeah, the Yoshi's Island is canon. The Yoshis knew who Mario was. That's what they kind of looked at him. And then one scene, that's what we had that tease at the end with the Yoshi egg. That's exactly why. So we'll have to wait and see, right? We'll have to wait and see. I'm hoping to see Wario and Luigi. I'm hoping to see Rosalina eventually. I want a Mario Galaxy type movie as well, maybe for the third one or the fourth one even, if there's going to be that many. I really hope so. Because I think Rosalina has one of the best stories in the whole series. I'm hoping Daisy shows up too. You can't forget about Daisy. Like people are always talking about Wario and Waluigi, and I agree they should appear. But I also want Daisy, Rosalina, Wario, and Waluigi. I really hope so. The other Kongs were, they all had a cameo in this, and that was great. But I want to see more of them. Trixie Kong, Dixie Kong, Diddy Kong, the other Kongs from 64, Funky Kong even. Yeah, I really hope so. I really hope so. But yeah, that'd be great. That'd be really great. And what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I definitely want Mario Movie 2 to happen next. But I'm hoping Nintendo announces Mario Movie 2 the same year we also are gonna get a Zelda live action and a Zelda thing. I want it to be on film. I want it to be on live action. I want Zelda to be live action, but this is coming from a person who loves the Wind Waker. That's my favorite Zelda game. I love the Wind Waker, but if Zelda's going to be adapted into a movie or TV show, but I think it should be on camera. I think it should be on film with references to all the games, just as the Mario movie did. But like Easter eggs and whatnot. But if you're going to go the animation route for Zelda, I think it should be like 2D hand-drawn anime style, Japanese style. Please get Studio Ghibli on board. Nintendo, please respect Zelda's art. Please. I love the Toon Link look. I really do. I love the Toon Link look. But I don't think Toon Link is the wise choice for a Zelda film. Hell, even go with the Breath of the Wild. There you go. Actually, yeah, Breath of the Wild. Go with the Breath of the Wild CGI Zelda movie. For the aesthetic of it, for the way it looks. The story can be whatever you want it to be. But at least do that. If you're going to do animation, at least do Breath of the Wild. And maybe do Studio Ghibli. Maybe even do live action. But, if you want to do Toon Link, I think that should be saved for like a mini TV show or something. I don't think it should be like a big blockbuster film. Also for Animal Crossing, I think the same is the idea. I think Animal Crossing should be like a little mini fun TV show series. I really do think so. And then there's my favorite, Earthbound and Mother. I think if you're going to do Earthbound and Mother, Universal should animate it still, because of their logo alone. In fact, I think I'm okay with Universal doing all the Nintendo stuff, but I don't think Illumination should do everything. I think Illumination could do Pikmin. Not that I would want them to. I think they could do Earthbound and Mother, but they would have to take it very seriously. I think that Shigesato Itoi should be a part of it. If you're going to do Earthbound and Mother, Shigesato Itoi should 100% be a part of that. Otherwise, just don't do it at all. Also, to my audience, sorry I've been gone for so long. I'm back from the dead, yeah, kind of. Sorry I've been gone for so long. Again, life, work, business, family, other stuff's going on. I want to make more videos, as I keep saying, and I will. My camera's almost out of film, so I gotta stop filming. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching this giant review of the Mario movie. I want to make more movie reviews for sure, and I want to make a video game handheld series very soon. That Dreamcast video is coming. I just need to put it together. Have a good one. Take care. Peace out. Have a great day. Have a great night. Have a great whatever. Enjoy the Super Mario Bros. Movie with your friends, family, by yourself, whatever. Just enjoy it. Go see it. Go support it, please. It definitely deserves it. They put a lot of love into this piece of art, so please go check it out. I always tell people to check out art that has dedication, heart, and it's worth it. this definitely falls in that category. Go check it out. It was awesome, tacular. I loved it. Have a go and take care. Peace out. Bye bye. Let's go. Yahoo!